Good evening. Welcome back to yet another thrift store video. Thrift store find video. Thrift store laptop video. So this is today's find. You know, believe it or not, I find them every day. And this one's an Acer. And I'll have to put the name of it in the description because I forget now. It had a sticker here, right here, but it was so gross. It was like, oh, it was so disgusting. So I peeled it off. But it did kind of explain the aspects of the system. And I don't think I have that info readily available because, of course, I'm shooting a video without preparation. I don't know. I'm in a video shooting mood tonight. I'm shooting music videos. I'm going to shoot this thing. I think I'm going to do a keyboard video because I just picked up a video keyboard and mouse Razer that I picked up at the thrift store. So let's not get ahead of ourselves though. So what is this thing? Well, it's an Acer, and you will see the title and know what it is. These guys never really make their aspires very clear what they really are. I don't know. They like to just sort of Acer blah 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 and a big long number. Anyway, nonetheless, here we go. So we're looking at a Pentium. This is a 2013 computer. I can confirm that. And let's check out the ports as is tradition. And look at this. It's really damaged. Like somebody dropped this, and look at all the fins, the protective part of the plastic is just broken. Anyway, got the power port. I'm using my own little power thing here, Toshiba one. We got Ethernet. We got damaged, vents, but I straightened them out as much as I can, blew up the dust. We got a VGA. We got HDMI. We got a USB, and we got audio. And believe it or not, this one actually makes noise. So awesome. By the way, the other video where I talked about my laptop that didn't make sound, I found a solution for that for both of them, the XP one and the Windows 10 system. So what it is you can get these portable, just off on a tangent here, you can get these portable sound cards that you plug into your USB, and I guess not external, I shouldn't say portable. Anyway, they will be recognized, or some of them will be recognized by the OS, and you can get your sound out of them. So my two laptops that have got screwed up audio are now audio friendly. So anyway, here we go. Off on a tangent, sorry about that, guys. All right, so this is a SD card, and this is a, oh, I'm losing my picture. Come on, don't go sleep on me. I'm blathering too long. Yeah, those are lights. Let's move along. Oof, went off the edge there. USB ports, two of them. We got some optical business going on there, and of course the lock, the ever-present lock that nobody uses. All right, there you go. There is the ugly keyboard. Now I wish this would be done away with, but it is, shall I say, Francois Ouvre Laporte. No, anyway, it is a French Canadian keyboard. What is this? What is? I don't even know what that is. I'm not even gonna go there. I don't know why they do this, but anyway, I remapped this to that key. So now these are both basically shift keys. I'm not going to go into the French Canadian thing anymore. I think I've said it enough. I don't like French Canadian keyboards because I'm an English speaking person, and the US keyboard is what I learned how to type on, and I don't have to look at a keyboard when it's standard. When you start messing around with the freaking keys, it's like, you know, let's think about this. You interface with this and you interface with this. Anyway, why are you messing with this? Like, this is me. Like, if I don't have to think about these keys, this becomes an extension of me. I don't have to think, and the information goes boom into the system. Anyway, I digress. Okay, let's get down to it. There is a okay, it's 6 minutes in. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a long one. Okay, guys. So there used to be this podcast I used to listen to, and they would start out with, "Hey Tom, what are you drinking?" I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna get to the names, but they go, "Hey Tom, what are you drinking?" And you know, Veronica, I don't know, what are we drinking tonight? Anyway, so this is what I'm drinking, and this is Hollandia. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this, but this is an imported super strong beer at 11.9%. It's a half liter. You drink a couple of these, and it's like drinking, honestly, it's like drinking a liter of wine. So the key is drink it slowly. But the value of this is, if you like beer and you like strong beer, and you know, maybe you're Scandinavian, maybe you're Eastern European, there are a lot of people who appreciate really strong beer, and you know, this is one of them. And you know, I've been enjoying this one. Maybe it contributes to my appreciation of music. I don't know, but let me tell you, I'm enjoying this one. Okay, back on track. And hey, I'm not getting any money for this promo. I just happen to like, you know, my background has some Scandinavian portion. I'm Heinz 57 if you want to be technical, but yeah, you know, I like beer. I like, you know, IPA. I like strong beer. I like anything that's weird. I love weird beer. I don't really like lager because it's boring. But anyway, that's me. If you like it, whatever you like it, and you enjoy it. Anyway, guys, so we got videos to shoot, and this is my latest find. So let's do it. Let's do this. So the first thing we want to get out of the way is this guy. So this is our Toshiba hard drive. It's a Toshiba 500. It's the original, and you know, I'm impressed because it's only got 171 days, less than a year of use. I don't know what the heck is going on, because these are 2013 laptops, so these are old, right? Like, think about it, 2013, it's 2025, that's over, what, 12 years. How the heck does it only have like a year's worth of usage on the original hard drive? And you know what, I looked this one up. This is the original hard drive. This is the size of the hard drive that would have been in this thing. So yeah, and it's like fine, it's good, it's not reading any weirdness, but frankly, like, to me, that's crazy. I mean, it's got a lot of starts and stops, but power-ons are up there, but this is crazy. Okay, let's get out of the way. Okay, so here we go. So let's get into the CPU Z, because that gives us some good solid info about this. Does that look familiar to this? Yes, it does. It's a Pentium. Yeah. In 2013, Pentiums were still hanging on to the moniker of Pentium, because it was sort of like a great way to market a Pentium as sort of like, hey, this isn't like the greatest i5, i3, whatever, but it's a budget laptop, and it's, this has still got like name recognition of Pentium, because back in the day, Pentium used to be something that was actually recognized as something good. So this is a dual core Pentium. It's got 2 cores, 2 threads, and you can look at all that info. Operating at 2.2, which is actually pretty good, megahertz for a laptop. Here's our motherboard info, which is Intel Sandy Bridge, so that's cool. It's got the old inside BIOS, and it's dated as 2012. Strange thing about that, this thing has its stamp on the bottom that says 2013, so this BIOS predates the actual release of the system. Kind of weird, but it's like December, so this is a weird laptop. I gotta take a second out. This thing, the specs of this system really go back way before 2013, but it seems like they hung on to this particular model to kind of like extend its life as long as they could, because I think it was a good budget laptop and it got decent performance for the dollar value. Anyway, we'll carry on. Memory, DDR3. Hey, that's not bad. DDR3 for 2013 is good. Operating at 666, not bad at all. So it's got 6 gigabytes of DDR3. Here we go. It's all this Hynix type, so that's great. And it's 2013, which is roughly when this thing came out, and it's dual channel, so that means there's more than one stick, because back in the day you needed more than one stick. And here you go. So you got yourself, again, 2012, so roughly the same period of time. This one is a 2 gig stick from the factory, no update, and this is a 4. The story behind that is I looked at the specs on this one, and yes, indeed, it did come with 6. So they did one a 2-banger and a 4-banger, which is kind of interesting, because around this time, like, I actually bought some brand new laptops, and they did come with 6 around the, well, mine were about from the 2015 era, but whatever, a couple years previous to this. Whatever, what the point is that this is a common configuration. Here you go. It's, the Intel HD graphics. Yep, that's what they're running. And that's enough for that. Let's dive into. So this isn't going to be like, okay, let's face it, this isn't going to be a budget laptop, really. That's the way it is. These budget laptops show up at Value Village quite a bit, and so that's what you're going to get, because for $20, budget, mostly. Odd occasions I have paid more and got different systems, but hey, this is this. Okay, so let's get into it here. This is the summary. It's running Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. It's got a Pentium, like we mentioned, Sandy Bridge, which isn't that old. I don't know, it is. I guess it is old. I think back in a nostalgic way, so ignore me. The only thing we're seeing here that's different from CPU Z is the storage, which is actually a 500 gigabyte Toshiba despite it saying what it says for the size. And I'm seeing good temps, so that's the other thing I look for with these kind of systems. Let's get that out of the way. We're good to go. Let's take a look at the activity on this system before we run the benchmark. Not a lot going on with the CPU. The memory is about halfway. No activity with the hard drive. This is the only reason I bring this up is because the other day I tried to run a benchmark and I was updating the drivers and stuff, and it really didn't do justice to the system. So I don't like to do that anymore. So I like to take a minute out to just say, hey, let's take a look at the specs and the task manager and make sure that it isn't being taxed by updates. Here we go. There you go. There's the specs that it's working with. Let's run this thing and find out what kind of performance we get. Yeah, nothing's running right now. I'm gonna do it. Do it, buddy. I'm gonna take a moment out to have a little sip of my Finlandia. Oh, by the way, for those who don't like music in videos, you know what? I'm okay with that. If you don't like my videos, the sound. Okay, here we go. Whoa, getting back on track here. Oh, not even hitting the hundreds. Although, frankly, let me be honest with you. 50 or 60 frames per minute is completely fine for most of the graphical stuff that I certainly do. Okay, so this is kind of middle of the road, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I was expecting maybe in the 500 range. So this is a budget laptop, and you know where we're seeing the big problem? Look at those graphical scores, 1658. That is like bare minimum graphics capability. CPU's coming in okay. RAM, it's fine. Lots of RAM. And it's performing well. But that frickin' graphics, these Intel graphics, okay, I've probably said this, preaching to the choir here, but every time I look at Intel's graphics from this era, I'm always like shaking my head and thinking, okay, it's obvious that AMD had an opportunity to get in on a weakness because they did not kind of even out graphics with compute. AMD started doing that. NVIDIA did it. Now they're into AI, and who the hell knows what's going to happen with that. We're going to get into quantum computing. Who knows what that's going to bring? I don't care. I'm focused on the past, and the past is this guy. Here's the top of this computer. I cleaned it up. I had to replace a couple of rubber things here because, of course, it's a laptop computer. But you know what? This thing is in great shape. There's the top. Beautiful Acer. Maybe I should shoot this like this. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this. Maybe this will be my thumbnail. I don't know. Not sure yet. There you go. Anyway, it's in great shape. It's a beautiful laptop. It actually shipped with here we go, mirroring me. What are we gonna bring up? Is it gonna start up? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Thank God. Okay, so yeah, so it's an Acer Aspire. There's the number. It's an Acer. And maybe we should get a shot of that. Maybe that'll be my thumbnail. Acer Aspire E1-431 4626. There you go. Maybe that's gonna be it. Yeah. So where was I headed with this thing? Distractions. Yes. Yeah, it's in great shape. The top of it is not scratched up at all. It originally, when I got it from the thrift store, it had a version of Windows 8. It shipped with Windows 8. These are the rubber things I put on there. And frankly, the glue that I used is not great. I had to replace these. I happen to have these, like, they're not original rubber things. These are original ones that, of course, fit perfectly. These are my gimpy ones. It's got a webcam, which is nice. Anyway, yeah. This thing was running Windows 8. So I got it home. I saw Windows 8, and it was locked out. Frank was the owner. I'm sure the guy probably passed away or something, which is typical of, you know, like why you end up with laptops at Value Village. It's a weird sort of ephemeral sort of, you know, you realize nobody lives forever. And in the final analysis, a lot of times this is what you're dealing with is people's old, you know, they're old junk that the next generation doesn't appreciate. And so, you know, you end up with, that's my badly stuck on bumpers. Anyway, people don't appreciate, because, you know, it's like, oh, it's old technology. They donate it to Value Village. And then I get a hold of it and I put Windows 10 on it, and I don't even try to crack the Windows 8 stuff on there because who cares about this other old dudes, you know, data. I'm not into that sort of thing. So there you go. So that's it. That's going to be it. That's going to be my video for this laptop. Hope you enjoyed it. Pretty much everything's working, battery, everything. It's nice when I finally get one that works, that everything works. Like, oftentimes the battery doesn't work, some funky thing doesn't work. You know, other than this business going on, it's very functional. It's only a 14-incher, so it's nice and small. Definitely a great laptop for going to the coffee shop. So that's it. It's gonna be it. 23 minutes. Hope you enjoy this laptop video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy the other videos, and I think I'm gonna shoot one more about the keyboard that I picked up, keyboard and mouse from the thrift store. So let's do that next. So thanks for tuning in, and you know, you can always hit the subscribe button if you feel so inclined. If you don't, hey, don't worry about it. I don't care. I don't get paid for this, but you know, if you want to see what I'm doing next, you can be tuned in. All right, guys, talk to you in the next video.